Hey there, welcome back. Really good to see you again. Now I've got two little problems with the GoPro 7. First is, I don't know how, but there are always marks all over the front screen. I don't know what the hell it is. All over the lens cover there's always fingerprints and dust marks and smears, and I don't know how to get rid of them that easily, so I always just end up wiping it on my t-shirt, which is never the best idea, but that's what I do anyway. Don't tell Tim Hill. The other problem is I can never remember what resolution and frame rate and aspect ratio I've got it set on, so every time I turn the thing on I've got to have another look around the back, and I just realised that of course I can just look at it on the front screen now. But anyway, that's my problem. I'm going to jump out the car now, run across the road here to Rubber Monkey up there, you can see, and I'm going to get myself a camera that I've been after for a while. We've just put it on special for less than about a third of its original price, so I'm going to run over there now and grab that. Come on. You see, I went and shot a whole sequence the other day using the RX100 and the GoPro here, but I'd set them up in such a way that the stabilization wasn't running. Excuse me looking around, I'm just dodging traffic while I talk to you. So what I've decided to do is just spend a little bit more time being careful and checking the settings on everything I'm doing and try and plan things out a lot more and rush less. Now you might have seen a video I did a little while ago. I was talking about getting 360 cameras and experimenting with them, and that's exactly what I'm about to do right now. Setting up, see these guys here, and buy myself a 360 camera. I've been looking around at a whole heap of them, and yeah, not entirely sure exactly what I'm going to be doing with it, so I didn't want to spend too much on it, and I had a look around and I saw that these guys had one that I'm after. It's the last one they've got in stock at a really good price, so I'm going to go get that. I phoned up before about the Nikon 360
camera here, yeah. So that is $189 today, sir.
Sweet. Mind if I'm vlogging?
Just go, mate.
That's right. Sweet. The more I get your logo in shot, the better, right?
Yeah, man. Yours.
Thank you very much, sir.
No worries at all, mate. You've gone.
Okay, that's mission one for the day accomplished. Now I've got to head out to the Weta Cave in Miramar here in Wellington. It's the shop at the front of Weta Digital, where so many awesome bits of awesomeness are awesomely put together. And I'm going to pick up a board game that they're making called GKR, Giant Killer Robots. It's a board game I've been after for a while, and I do believe they've got it on a Boxing Day promo sale thing at the moment, so I'm going to go score myself a copy of that. Now, some people I know would say that getting the 360-degree camera is a bit of a frivolous thing to do, but I do actually have a good purpose for it. I've been talking to a couple of friends of mine who are also filmmakers, and some of them, yeah, reasonably well practiced and substantial filmmakers, and one thing we've noticed is that there's no real book yet on how to shoot narrative 360 film. I've talked about this in a previous video, but something that we're very keen on is experimenting with narrative 360 film, figuring out how to make it work, and creating an analog for all those conventions that that work for normal filmmaking or 3D filmmaking on a flat screen, where the camera only points in one direction. 360-degree film, where you've got a camera that points in every direction all at once, it has a lot of challenges in it that we haven't really figured out how to best work with yet. So that's the challenge with this camera, is not to get the best footage, but to work out what some of the best practices are. What I'm really keen on is figuring out how to use it, not what I'm going to get out of it as such. On saying that, it is a very, very nice camera. It's a couple of years old. It's got 23 megapixel sensors on both sides, which are absolutely huge sensors that can capture a lot of data at once, but but its data throughput rate isn't that great. So if you're shooting it in 4K 360, you're only getting 24 frames a second. You can't shoot any faster frame rate than that. For most people, that's not a problem. 24 frames gives them that cliche sounding filmic look, and it's certainly perfectly workable. But the more important thing is figuring out, you know, where do you put your lighting, and where do you put your director? How do you make sure your actors, who are always going to be all in shot all the time, where's everyone going to be? Your cast, your crew, your backstage. You can't have everything hidden behind the camera like you do on a traditional film set, because, well, there is no behind the camera. It's going to be an interesting experiment, and I'm really looking forward to solving a lot of these problems. Okay, I've managed to make it here, and Shane's here waiting for me. And gonna head on in now. Let's see if we've got this in stock. Hope they'll even take camera.
We'll find out in about 3 seconds, won't we?
Yep.
So everyone excited, new tickets for the 12 o'clock tour. Just pop your hands up quick.
Yeah, I've got one of those. I've got one of those shirts.
It's a lot of fun. And a lot of people are painting their own robots. So they take in the robots and customizing them for themselves. So which was fun.
The medium one, right?
Yep, he'll fit the medium one. Did you see the custom ones around the corner?
Oh, no, I didn't yet. Just going to wander around the corner here and check out some custom robots as well, after I've paid for this. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't take the staff with me, but I can at least stand with it and imagine what it would be like to actually have one. And I do really want one of these. Are they still available?
You can just wander around here and I'm just going to go get the tickets.
It's something that I really would like to get at some stage, but what we can do in the meantime is get some good close-up detail of it and maybe extrapolate 3D model. No, it's not going to work. Find a close enough piece of driftwood.
I'm sure it's on Thingiverse already, so.
Probably is. Thanks, Ethan.
No, no worries.
I live here and don't come out anywhere near often enough. Okay, so that was awesome. First of all, getting giant killer robots, and also catching up with Mark as well, because I don't get to see him anywhere near often enough. And
I'm not Mark, by the way.
that's not Mark, that's Shane. Mark was the one that looks like a Gandalf impersonator, which is ironic working at Weta. But yeah, so right now Shane and I are going to go try find a coffee. So what have we got around here? Coffee.
We've got the cafe just up here. It's open.
Open's a good starting point.
Yeah. There was another coffee shop, but he's closed.
Well, let's go to the one that's open then.
It's always a good place to start.
While we're having a coffee, we're going to go and check out and unbox the Keymission 360. So I thought I'd start with have a look and see if there's anything worth reading on the box, and there isn't. And the cafe's over there. Okay. It's not too bad.
What can I do for you?
Coffee, please.
Table for two, breakfast, lunch.
So this is going to be one of those really noisy places. So other than talking right here like this with a lot of background noise, you're not going to get much. So it's really noisy in here. So I'm just going to voice this over while Shane shoots me unboxing it. So Shane, me, let's do this thing.